Hey folks, it's Dan Bidondi for TruthRadioShow.com, and just want to chime in on the recent visit to England by President Trump, him meeting with Queen Elizabeth, and already the mainstream media has given President Trump a lot of back talk, a lot of flap, just criticize him because he did not bow to the Queen. Well, the thing is, here in America, okay, we live in a country called the United States of America. And last I knew, in 1776, now correct me if I'm wrong in history, but in 1776, that's the day, July 4th, that we stopped bowing to the Queen. We stopped bowing to anybody in the crown. So why is President Trump getting criticism for not bowing to the Queen? So I hear all kinds of comments. Oh, she's old, it's out of respect, it's that custom. It's not our custom. And no president of the United States of America, doesn't matter if it's Trump, Obama, whoever, okay? No president or future president has obligation to bow to any king, queen, princess, prince, anything in any other country. This is the United States of America, and yes, he was over there in England, absolutely, but he's still not obligated to bow to the crown. And again, 1776, we declared we're not doing that no more. And the only person President Trump wants to bow in front of is his creator, his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And if you think, oh, that's disrespect, well, you know what, the founding fathers, okay, if they knew people like Barack Obama, George Bush, and Bill Clinton, if they knew people like them bowed down to the Queen, bowed down to any royalty at all, if they could come back to life, those people would be at the end of the world, plain and simple, for treason. And the thing is, American presidents should never, ever, ever feel obligated or have to bow down to any crown. And I don't care if she's 100 years old. He showed her respect by shaking her hand and giving her a kiss on the cheek. That's respect enough. Okay, they do not need to bow down to the Queen or kiss the Royal Pope's ring or any of that stuff. And, if I was president of the United States, I would never kiss the Pope's ring at all, not even nod him in any way of worshiping him, nor ever would I bow down to any royalty at all. I don't care if I'm in that country. And again, people out there, Americans who are criticizing Trump again, it's ridiculous, it really is. And you people need to get a life, and you need to know American history. And don't give me that it's out of respect bullshit, okay? Learn history, get back to me after that, then tell me, yes, should a president be obligated to bow to a queen? Absolutely not. And Paul Fitch, I would absolutely not. I am English, and absolutely would never bow down. They are evil. Exactly. That's the other thing too. People quickly forget, because she's 92 years old, but quickly forget how evil Queen Elizabeth is, how evil the entire crown is. Most of the country can't stand them. They have to like them because they're royalty, whatever, and they rule their country, and that's a way of life. But we should never bow down to evil. Okay, and President Trump, I hope this somehow gets to Trump. Thank you for not bowing to the Queen, and the only person you bow before is our almighty creator. That's it. That's the only person we bow before, okay? And I know there's a lot of trolls out there, a lot of people. I've seen the live feeds, and I've seen the news, and people commenting, oh, that's disrespect and everything else, and it's not disrespect. First of all, know what you're talking about, know American history, then get back to me. Then tell me later it's okay for a president to bow to a queen. You shake their hands, give her a kiss on the cheek, a hug, whatever. God bless her. But you do not bow to any royalty. And God bless Donald Trump, our president here, for standing for what is right and not bowing to her. That's a good sign right there, because everybody knows, especially Trump knows, that people like her are top-level globalists, okay? They are out for global world order. They don't care about civil liberties or anybody's rights. They don't care about their own people. And that's why half the people in England are protesting against the crown. And it's disgusting, it really is. And I want to make an apology too to the people in London. Yesterday or the day before, I made a video ranting off about the people in London protesting Donald Trump. Now, I stand by what I said about those people in London. I'm not talking about the regular people who don't agree with that stuff. The regular people who know that their own government's evil. They know their own government's going through tyranny. So when I make those remarks, okay, and I made some bad remarks saying we'll beat your asses like we did in 1776, those do not go out to the regular people, the good people in England. I have friends who are in England too, And, there are a lot of great people in England, and they're British and all throughout the UK. And they can't stand what's going on with the Crown either. And they don't speak, those libtards, because we have libtards in England as well, those libtards do not speak for the majority of people in London or England, anywhere else in the UK over there. They're just like handful. Yes, it looks like thousands on TV, but compared to the masses, they're a handful. Just like over here, we have the liberals, the libtards, okay? Thousands of them march out in California and all that, to Washington and all that, but they do not at all come close to the American population. So I want to say my apologies here to people in London. I didn't mean that, and I didn't direct that to everybody in England. And again, there's great people in England, just those morons that were in London protesting the president. And the same people, too, months ago were saying, making huge protests that call for stricter gun control here in America. And the thing is, we don't need your opinion. We don't want your opinion. We don't care what you have to say. 1776, we broke away from the crown. We don't care what you think of our president. We don't care what you think about our gun control. Okay, we don't certainly care if you take it as disrespect that a president doesn't bow to the royal queen, the queen of the New World Order. The disgusting people. Yeah, the Vatican, exactly. They're all tied in with that. And yes, it's not a conspiracy, folks. The Vatican and all these people with the royal bloodline and all that, they're all tied in with the Illuminati bloodlines. And it's not a conspiracy theory. You can trace all the bloodlines back and find out for yourself. These people are top-level globalists, and I would not bow at all. No way in hell would I ever bow before the Queen, okay? And God bless you, Mr. Trump. I salute you, President, for not bowing to first president that I know of that hasn't bowed before the Queen. And none of our founding fathers would have. You think George Washington would have bowed before the Queen? He probably would have beheaded her. If you think Thomas Jefferson, John Quincy Adams, John Adams, or any of these guys would have bowed before the Queen, no, not a chance in hell. They would have showed respect if there was peace like now there is. They absolutely showed respect, but they would have never, ever bowed or even thought about bowing before the Queen. Why do people care about what you say in your thing? Yeah, I don't know, man. Just because there's a lot of people out there commenting, and I just want to let people know they don't represent the American people. Those ass clowns who go up to kiss the Queen's ass. Oh my God. It's just those same retards that went out because of the royal wedding we had months ago. The royal wedding, they were all just like jubilant over the dress and the shoes, and everybody was like so excited. It was like the biggest thing since sliced bread with the royal wedding and royal inbreds. That's about they are. But anyway, the media is just trashing President Trump. And the thing is, a lot of the people making comments against Trump don't know what's going on. They don't know history. They do not know facts. All they know is about hatred of Trump. And they can't stand the fact. And like I said in my last video, I didn't like Obama. I didn't like Bush. I didn't like Clinton. But you know what? I supported them when they did something right, which was very rare. But I did support them when they did it. And so Donald Trump, okay, President Trump, you have a right to like him or not. You have a right to hate him. You have a right to protest him. You have a right to do whatever, okay? But the thing is, he's our president of the United States, and you have to support this country. And people bash him because he did not bow to the Queen. He doesn't have to. He's not obligated to, okay? And it's not disrespect. He shook her hand, gave her a kiss on the cheek, I believe. But he shook her hand and showed proper respect. And he's not obligated or has to bow to the Queen at all, especially an American president. That's actually a smack in the face to the founding fathers. Just trying to read some of the comments here. Minority UK. Yeah, I know the mainstream media makes it look like the protests the other day in London. The mainstream media makes it look like the majority of one in England there, but they're not. We know that. That's why I apologize about my comments. Those comments went to those people in London. That's it. That were protesting. Just a bunch of libtard idiots. The same kind of libtard idiots that are out in California doing the same crap. All Soros paid off people. It's disgusting. Our pure evil factors here. Yeah, I gotta look into all that. But thanks for the comments, guys. But I just wanted to get this out here. See any more comments here? Yeah, I just wanted to get that out there and just express my opinion about it. Well, it's a fact actually, because historically, fact that no president of the United States of America, especially the founding fathers, would never have bowed before the Queen. So anybody says, oh, these are the same people who were trashing Trump for this, the same people were trashing Trump for everything. And yeah, go London for protesting Trump. And these people, if you don't like it, go move out there. Go see what the people in London are going through. If you think London's such great with their gun control, and if you think their system's so great, that's why Islam's overrunning the streets over there. That's why people are afraid to go out at night half the time. You know what I mean? Because, and you said that England's so great. You know what I mean? That's half the people who live in England, except for the libtards. They think anything, any socialist, any controlling government, it's a good thing. We fought against stuff like that in 1776, and we don't need to bow before anybody but the Creator. You know what I mean? And I have a lot more respect now for President Trump for not bowing before that New World Order Illuminati Queen whore. You know what I mean? It's disgusting, really, is that people would sit there and say it was disrespect. Well, first of all, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm soaking wet because it just got done raining over here. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. I'll be back on live tonight. I've got some other stuff to talk about, Rhode Island issues with the politics and everything. Yeah, a lot of corruption here in Rhode Island with the politics and all that. And good friends of mine running for office, and talk about the threats and the bullying, intimidation that's going on. It's disgusting. Say people say, oh, run for office when it's election time, vote, vote, vote. But when you do run for office, you get threatened. Said about politicians, Brexit. Yeah, Brexit, man, I was 100% support for that. But the thing is, my view of what goes on there doesn't matter. It's I supported people for Brexit. That was a great thing that England did, because people in England, the majority of England, even more than people here in America, are waking up. They're waking up to the global stuff, the Illuminati controlling elite like the Queen and all that. And again, I just want to say that I can't say it enough, that President Trump has no obligation, and no president of the United States of America should ever bow before any leader across the country. I don't care if she's 150 years old. You shake hands or give her a hug, whatever. You never bow before anybody but the Almighty Creator himself. Every one of our founding fathers would roll over in their graves right now if President Trump bowed before her. We fought a war in 1776, and I know it's peacetime now, but we fought a war in 1776 that says and declares we no longer submit to the crown. We no longer bow before the crown. So anybody that criticizes Trump, okay, you're a complete moron, and you should learn history. Then you get back to me and talk to me, okay? Before you know you're talking about something like a complete babbling fool, because the hatred of Trump blinds you. That's the problem. People, again, you have a right to like Trump and not, okay, that's your right. But the hatred of Trump blinds you from the reality of history and truth, okay? Oh, it's this, no, we could treat a 90-year-old woman. Did you see the whole video, Heather? That's the other thing, too, I want to talk about. I got carried away here. The media said he walked right in front of her. He stopped, and that's why he went like this, to have a walk, because he come off the plane and, whatever he did, he stopped and let her walk in front of him. So watch the whole video, okay? Again, people taking things out of context, because the fake news loves nothing more to trash Trump. And at least he ironed his suit as he whispered. Yeah, but you know what? The other thing, too, Trump represented us better than those ass clowns. Said it was the Seattle Seahawks or whatever that went over England, played a game in England in the NFL. None of them stood for the American national anthem, but stood for God Bless the Queen. And, so those people should be criticized, not Trump. And no, Trump, Heather, go watch the entire video, okay? Don't watch the edited part what CNN and the fake news show you. Go watch the entire video, okay? Trump let her go in front of him, okay? He showed proper respect. He didn't bow to her. He doesn't have to. He's not obligated to. And no American president, no American at all should ever bow before a crown at all, period. We fought a war for that stuff. So, Heather, go watch the video, then get back to me. And people criticizing Trump, go learn American history, get back to me. Okay, go watch the whole video, then get back to me. Don't listen to the fake news, the CNN, the MSNBC, and all this other garbage that are out to demean Trump constantly. The guy could literally save 100 people in a fire. He could literally save 100 people. This is an example. He could save 100 people, 100 kids from burning to death in a fire. He could do this, okay? And almost risk his life doing that. And still, the mainstream media and the people's hatred of Trump still will say, oh, he's a racist, he's a bigot. They'll come out some way to spin it to make him look like a jerk other than the hero. You know what I mean? So enough of the hatred of Trump, okay? You need to give somebody credit for doing something good. Okay, what he did the other day and the whole trade deals and all that, to say, hey, Germany should not be paying less than us. We shouldn't allow these people to extort America, the United States of America, and NATO. They should be equally paying what we're paying. Why is he a racist? Why is he a bigot? Why is he bad for doing that? Why is he bad for telling NATO, hey, right there, we're not paying all that money. We're not getting extorted no more. Even if you hate Trump to death, you should at least congratulate him on that. Because the whole thing is, half the people that do that do not know jack shit about the NATO. They don't know jack shit about what's going on. They just hear Trump, oh my God, that jerk, the asshole, blah, blah, blah. They don't care what happens. They don't want to know what happens. They just want a reason to sit there and run their filthy, disgusting, fat mouths, okay, to bash Trump. That's what they want to do. They don't care what goes on. Again, he could have saved 10 kids from a fire, and they don't give a shit, okay? They just want a reason to get out there and run their un-American, filthy, disgusting, pig-faced mouths to sit there and bash the president because they don't know what they're talking about, okay? Get a freaking clue, people. Learn history, learn what's going on, learn about NATO, learn how they've been screwing us. And first of all, being in NATO is unconstitutional in the first place. So learn something, get a clue, get some brains, and get back to me, plain and simple. And I'm just sick of people just sitting there bashing a man that they have no clue what they're talking about. They're blind by hatred and hate for the president that they don't care. You know what I mean? And it's utterly disgusting. It pisses me off. And people need to get a freaking clue, plain and simple. And I don't want to hear no bullshit excuses. If she was 92 years old, oh, it was out of respect, that's that customs. No American official should ever bow before the Queen of England or any other country at that. Never. I don't care how old they are. Okay? It's not being disrespectful. It's honoring your God, because God says you bow before nobody or nothing before him. The Almighty Creator. It's the only person you ever bow to. The only time you ever get on your knees in life, folks, especially men out there, only time you ever get on your knees for anybody is to propose to your wife. And I know I'm being politically incorrect when I say wife. I don't care about that LGBT garbage. Okay, I could give a rat's ass. I'm not politically correct, but no person in America should ever have to bow. The only people they have to get down on these for is their wife or you when they're proposing, and our Almighty Creator, Heavenly Father. Plain and simple. So anyway, guys, love you all. God bless, and I'll be back live tonight. And we're going to talk a lot about stuff around corruption here. It's disgusting. And probably more about the president, because I'm sure I haven't caught up with the news today. I'm sure the fake news is unraveling some kind of bullshit just to try to destroy the president. It's disgusting, but we'll see how disgusting it is when he gets back in 2020. We'll see how disgusting that is. And like Hillary Clinton, they say she lost by the she had the majority. No, she didn't have the majority votes. She used over 5 million. So far, officially, over 5 million illegal votes. That makes Donald Trump winner by almost 3 million votes on the popular vote. So don't give me that crap, because people were sick of the establishment. They were sick of it. And I'm not saying Trump's perfect. I'm not. At all. He's the best president I've been alive for, by far. No, I have not seen one president, not except for Reagan a little bit, tiny bit, but I haven't seen one president since I've been alive and during an inauguration address to speak about Jesus Christ being the God of this country. Speak founding father stuff, was restoring power back to the people. From the government to the people, we the people. I haven't seen one president do that. Not one, except for Donald Trump. And that's why I respect the man. I mean, I came out against him at first, and I thought he was a elitist, a scumbag and all that. And when I don't know, it's just like I got information from people that know him, and they said he did become a Christian. He did accept Jesus Christ. And the thing is, Jesus changes a lot of people. And if you don't know the Bible, I mean, you don't know this. You don't know history, because all Jesus' disciples were bad people at one point. Some of them were bad. I'm not all of them. And a lot of people in the Bible were bad people at one point that God converted to great people. So, yes, Donald Trump could have done this, that, and the other thing, all of that. But if he convicted his soul to Jesus Christ, he's a new person. He deserves another chance as anybody else. If Barack Obama turned around tomorrow left his stupid-ass Muslim crap and said, I'm going to become a reborn Christian and I'm going to accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, I would, all the things I said about him, I would take away. You know, he would deserve another chance. You know what I mean? Same thing even with Hillary Clinton. I know people know about how much I can't stand her, but I would do the same thing for her. But the thing is, like, that's what salvation's about. It's to convert that person into a brand new person. When you had the guy on the cross next to Jesus, okay, you had 3 people that were being crucified that day. The 2 of them on the side of him were convicted criminals. One was a murderer, a thief, and they did all kinds of bad stuff and all their life. And one of them said, Jesus, remember me when you enter your Father's kingdom. Just like that, he says, from this day forward, you'll be with me in my Father's kingdom. He was saved just like that. So God could convert anybody. I don't care what Trump did in the past. If he truly did convert and everything else, he deserves that second chance. And I really believe it because I felt that Holy Spirit power during an inauguration address. And yes, he's being led by some wackos and some globalists, but you know what? The power of prayer will work for that. Anyway, guys, ultimately, you don't bow before nobody but our Lord and Savior, not Heavenly Father, plain and simple. Anyway, guys, love you all. God bless. And again, TruthRadioShow.com. Check out my radio show. I do it every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on 990WBOB.com and Twitter at Dan Bidondi. All right, God bless. War on the New World Order. TruthRadioShow.com.